going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Kobe 8 Vivid Sulfer in the S2 batch. Before we get into them, I want to remind you that this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. It's very, very helpful. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. You can follow me there for more detailed info on all the shoes I review. Also TikTok at kvegaskickz. Guys, I really appreciate all your support. So we're going to dive right into these Kobes. So this is one of my all-time favorite colorways of the Kobe 8. Still have my OG pair right here. Absolutely love them. These were not protroed. Do not really know why. They might be coming back. Who knows? We're getting some more 8s this year. Who knows what they might release, but looking really good in the S2 batch. Let me show you where I grabbed these from, guys. One of my favorite sellers. Be sure to check them out and mention that code kvegas. They will get you taken care of. So bottom of these guys, you got that Kobe 8 outsole. It is in the solid rubber compound. Looks very similar to my originals. The only real difference is this pattern right here is turned, whereas on the originals it goes more up and down, or I guess side to side technically. This, it does go front to back on the shoe. Doesn't really matter as far as traction. Still great with that herringbone. You got the real carbon fiber. All that looks great. Your midsole cage, you can see the Shizuku, and then that bright Vivid Sulfer looking really good. This pair is extremely clean from glue residue, something I always look for on Kobe's. They do, are known to have some sole separation from time to time, so it's always nice to see a clean glue job like this. Looks great. Now, as far as the fit and the comfort of the shoes, the S2 batch, I say, is like a comfortably snug one-to-one fit. I'm a men's 13. I don't really have any extra room in these front to back. However, the S2 batch has a slightly bulkier toe box, which I actually prefer because that actually gives me a little bit more room here. It's not quite as dipped down as the OG. You see how much more slim that is? And if I hadn't shown you that, you probably wouldn't notice, so don't, whatever. But what I would say is go true to size. Unless you're a wide footer, you might want to go up half size. These are men's size 13, just like my OGs, and I love the way these fit. So they do come with the drop-in React midsole, though, just like we would have gotten for the Protros. Even though this one was not Protroed, you still get that React midsole, so it's very comfortable on foot. I think that midsole starts off slightly stiff but breaks in very quickly. The upper of the shoe, you got that engineered mesh upper, which I love. You can see the reinforced black area around your mud guard. Looks good. I think they did a really good job on the print. Again, here's my OG pair. I'm sure you could nitpick and say, well, this looks a little bit different, blah, blah, blah. But I think they did a really good job on this shoe. You do have one thing I will say, they just got regular flat black laces, not the Kobe laces. Obviously those can be changed out, or it's on a black tongue, black laces. It's not quite as noticeable anyway. So, but it is something I wanted to point out to you. They did do a good job on the tongue with the synthetic material, and then you got that Shizuku in gold surrounded by the snake, just like on the OG pair. The sock liner is in black, and then you can see that drop-in React midsole. I did remove it from the other shoe, so we'll take a look at that. The swoosh and the back Shizuku are in 3M. The OG swoosh had a little bit more of like a dimpled pattern to it. This is more like just a flat swoosh. Not that that matters, just pointing it out to you. Still looks great, and let me show you. There you go. Oh yeah, great shot of that 3M hit on there, and then again on the back at the Shizuku. Yeah, I think you can really see that. And then of course your heel counter, flat black here, gloss black with the gold Kobe signature. Now, another thing that's different on the S2 batch versus the OG, the S2 batch has the full Shizuku on the heel, whereas the OG, in this colorway anyway, just had the two lines going up like the bottom portion of the Shizuku. It was designed to go with some Kobe 8 socks, where the rest of the Shizuku would show on your ankle area. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, so you can see this is just like, this is the OG pair right here, okay? S2, OG. You can see it's just straight up. This is like the bottom portion of this, and then you can imagine the upper parts of the Shizuku would have been up here on the socks. It was pretty cool if you had the socks. I'm normally an OG guy, but I think this actually looks better just for the shoe. Again, if you had the socks, this is pretty cool, but otherwise I like the Shizuku. So I kind of like what the S2 batch did, even though I am an OG guy. The medial side of the shoe got some synthetic nubuck up here, again with the 3M hit on the swoosh, and everything looks good. Let's bring in our left shoe, take a look at it. Looking really clean also, and let's check them out from the rear. Pretty good shape. Yeah, really happy with these. Again, one of my all-time favorites. Still have my OGs, but the traction is starting to get not worn down as much on that particular pair. I had two different pairs of the Vivid Sulfurs, but it's starting to get almost slick. You know how when it ages, it just starts to get kind of slick. Doesn't have the same grip that this new pair feels like. So really happy to grab these from S2, or in S2 form, I guess I should say. Let's get this light on and take a look at the Strobel. So just, you know, nothing down there because, you know, there's no cushioning or anything in the Kobe 8, but you can see the mesh, the ventilation there on both sides of the shoe all throughout this engineered mesh. Pretty breathable. I like the Kobe 8 overall, much better than the Kobe 7, oh my word. Yeah, let me get this light off and I will show you that drop in midsole, insole, whatever you want to call it. I mean, technically it is the midsole of the shoe. Some people just say insole, so I'm not gonna like make a thing out of that. But anyway, Nike React men's 13. Again, I feel like the S2 is slightly stiff out of the box, but they break in really quickly and then they feel really good on foot. I do prefer those over the original insoles because the one things with the originals, I felt like they broke down too quickly. The cushioning in the original Kobe 8, I think, was just lunar line. So yeah, shoes looking good. Let's set them over to the side and take a look at our box. You do get the OG style look to the Kobe 8 box. The only difference with this one is the pattern here is a little bit more glossy on the S2 versus the OG box. Not that that matters. And it would have said Kobe 8 system on the, let me just show you, on the original box, because that is, I still have the box for my originals also. But other than that, they got it pretty spot on, so that's good. Give you a shot all the way around of everything. And again, it didn't come like that. That's just something I do so I know what's what in my closet. You got Nike Zoom Kobe 8, black, yellow, gray. And again, that was different on the OGs. Again, who cares? You're not wearing the box. I just show it to you just so you know what's up. But it was well protected in shipping by the seller. Something I always do appreciate since I keep mine in the boxes. Just I don't have room for, you know, those plastic display cases for all the shoes I have. So yeah, the boxes are actually important to me. So anyway, guys, that is my unboxing review of the Kobe 8 Vivid Sulfer in the S2 batch. I hope that you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials and be on the lookout, guys. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.